Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is occupations and autumn. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, sanitizing is not the only way you can stay safe. You can make sure that anything you use, you throw it in the dustbin like a tissue. And make sure that you sanitize your hands after that as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing reading and phonics. For our exercise now, boys and girls, we are going to do some reading on page 17. On page 17, we have some poetry, and this poem is all about autumn time. Everything that happens in autumn, from the weather to what the trees do, everything is in this poem. Now we're going to learn that in this poem, there are things that happen in autumn, but also there are words that rhyme when we talk about autumn. So I want you to listen carefully. I am going to be reading for you. You can follow with your finger and make sure that when you do follow, try hard to find the rhyming words. Let us start at the title. Autumn time. The wind is playing autumn games through the gardens and the lanes, picking up and swirling round leaves of orange, red, and brown, gusting through each swaying tree, tossing apples until they're free, shaking corners until they drop and open wide with prickly pop. The wind is dancing full of fun, laughing in the autumn sun. It tumbles acorns, fir cones, leaves to make a carpet under trees. Wow, that sounds like so much fun. I want to go outside there and just enjoy myself in these leaves. I'm sure you do as well. So here we're learning about autumn and what we can see when we are outside. The wind seems to be something that is always there during autumn, moving everything about. We learned that the wind can move the trees, the leaves in the trees, and even the acorns. We also learned that in autumn there is some sun, and that means that even though it's a little bit chilly because of the wind, there is still a lot of sun. We learn as well that in autumn we have very important colors, and they are orange, red, and brown. So, next time, I want you to read the poem by yourselves and see when we are in autumn if all of this is true. Now that we are done reading, let us now turn to page 18. On page 18, we are going to be doing our vocabulary words as well as our sight words. Remember, vocabulary words are new words that we're going to be learning so that we can improve our English and use them regularly. And then, after that, I will tell you what each word means. Please repeat after me. Temperature, leaves, windy, hot, trees, animals, plants. Well done, everyone. So temperature has to do with a condition outside where we use degrees Celsius. These days, because of the coronavirus, everybody knows what temperature is. So, the temperature can either be the one outside or the one that your body has. Then we have leaves. We definitely know what leaves are. These are part of the nature that we see. They come from trees. And then windy is a type of weather condition where the wind blows all day or most of the day. We have the word hot, and hot means it is the opposite of cold, where the weather can be very, very hot. And when it is hot, we actually need to cool ourselves down. We have already spoken about trees. This is part of the nature that we see outside. There are different kinds of trees. There are fruit trees, and then we have the trees that have flowers, like the jacaranda tree. And then we have animals, which is also part of nature. These are living creatures that are not human. Then lastly, we have plants. Now the plants are the ones that we see changing color every time the season changes as well. Now that we know what each word means, please try and use them during the week. Make sentences, use them when you're speaking to other people, and you will improve your English quickly. Now let's go to the sight words. For our sight words today, we only have 3. Brown, no, and noun. The difference between no and now is the silent K at the beginning of no. This means know as in to understand or to think. I know my 2 times table. And then the word now, which means immediately. Then we have our color brown. So these are our words for the week, and we have read such a lovely poem together. I want you to go home and try and do that by yourself. Read the poem, have fun, change your voice, don't forget the full stops when you're reading. And I will see you soon after our advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our lesson, let's now go to page 19. On page 19, we are going to be doing phonics. Now, the phonics that we're going to be doing are going to be 2, not just 1. We are talking about when 2 letters come together and make one sound. Remember, letters make sounds. Then the sounds make words. So these are the words that we are going to be looking for. Our first one has A and W. A and W together make the sound O. 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 Very good. So I want you to please write the sound O in the first box. We have the words that have O in them in the second box. You can see that it's asking you to circle the word that matches the picture. So you are going to look for the word that has O in it. Then after that, you're going to circle the word that have the letters and the sound O. Let's take a look at the board. Now remember, this is the sound O. The A is in front and the W is behind. And when they come together, they make the sound O. If we now look at words that have the sound O, for example, the two I have on the board, it is S, O, S, O, so. Now this saw can either be the one to cut things like wood, or the one for the past tense of see. I saw a monkey. So we use saw, saw. Another word that has the O sound in it is the word y. O, y. O, yawn. Now when we are very tired or sometimes bored, we have a little yawn in us. So we have a yawn and it comes out of our mouths. Sometimes we can actually yawn without noticing it. But most times when you yawn, it's your body's way of saying, hello, we're a little bit sleepy, or oh, we're really bored. So everyone, let's let out a big yawn. Now there's real yawns and there are fake yawns. The one I just did was a fake one. But I'm sure soon you'll be able to do a real one and a fake one as well. So let's read our word. First let's sound it. Y. O. Let's read it now. Yawn. Very good. So this is the O sound in words. You are going to look for words that have the O sound in the last box. And then you're going to make a sentence with the words that you have found. Make sure that when you're doing your sentence, it starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now let's go to our other sound on the same page. So let's take a look at the other sound. The second sound that we have is the sound ow. 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 We have the sound when we bring O and W together. So when O and W are put together, they make the sound ow. Please can you write the sound in the box, the first one. In the second box, you need to find a word that has the ow sound by taking a look at the picture. After that, you circle that word and then you move on to the third box. In the third box, you're now going to be looking for words that have the sound ow. Now let's take a look at the board. Like I said before, the sound ow is made up of O and W. And when they come together, they say ow. Like in the following two words. Let's sound them first. Brr, ow, brr, ow, brown. Very good. Now, as we know, brown is a color and it has the ow sound in it. The next one, let's try and sound it first together twice. Fl, ow, fl, ow, flower. Now the flower we're talking about here is the plant, not the one used to make cakes. The flower here has the ow sound, where it is O and W. So now that you know the sound ow and what it looks like, you're going to circle words that have ow in them in the third box. And then after that, boys and girls, you are going to use one of those words to make a sentence. Remember, a sentence starts with a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop at the end. Please make sure that you take your time with this exercise, practice the words that you see, and I will see you soon when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you are not sure or you don't know what to do, it's okay to ask an adult for help. Just make sure that you end up doing your work by yourself. Now that we are done, we need to sanitize. We can also use our sanitizer every time when we are done touching something that we know someone else will touch. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, Sashi said he was coming to visit me. Sashi, where are you? Oh, there he is. Hello, Sashi. Oh, where are you going? So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.